Hello everyone and welcome to my Pickers Gossip channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. At NERCAN Pickers star Frank Fritz is selling signed oil cans for a jaw-dropping price as customers have complained about the store's expensive items. Frank, 58, owns antique store Frank Fritz Finds located in Savannah, Illinois. The U.S. Sun can exclusively reveal the fired American Pickers star is selling vintage motor oil cans with his signature for a whopping $40. This comes as customers have slammed the store for its expensive items. One customer wrote on TripAdvisor in July 2022. Other reviewers have mentioned smelly, unorganized, gross, and unwelcoming. I would second, third, and fourth all of those sentiments. The store was a hallway of sheer jumbled junk, broken, smelly, overpriced, and in complete disarray. A second said, "Not much here worth the price being asked." A third customer commented, "High-priced stuff, it's not really antique, no deals here." But the U.S. Sun previously reported in July that Frank has improved his store, as reviews have been more positive in recent months. One customer wrote on Google, "Much improved. Hard to find items, great prices. Looking for something, just ask. They will find virtually anything. Highly recommend. Sent lots of customers. Never heard a negative word. People thanked for sending them to the store." A second said, "Love this place. Had one of the best burgers ever here. Char grilled. Very cool place to visit." A third commented, "Food and service was excellent. We bought a couple of Frank's antiques as well. Much more fun and affordable than Mike Wolf's Antique Archaeology in Nashville. We miss Frank." Another praised, "Really worth going to. Great experience." The U.S. Sun previously reported Frank threw major shade at the show with the merchandise in Frank Fritz Finds. In photos exclusively obtained by the U.S. Sun, Frank is selling shirts that read, "I want Frank back." American Pickers fans have been pleading for the return of the star, as many have even boycotted the show. Though Frank is currently feuding with former co-star Mike Wolf, he is selling photos of their time together on the show for fans. Other items in the store include signed vintage motor oil cans, an antique piano, signs, knickknacks, and more collectibles. As the Sun reported, Frank last appeared on American Pickers during a March 2020 episode, as he took time off to recover from back surgery, which left him with 185 stitches and 2 rods in his spine. During his time off the show, Frank lost 65 pounds. He also told The Sun that he entered rehab for alcohol addiction in Iowa for 77 days. Frank previously said, "I went to rehab and I've been sober now for 11 months. I didn't like drinking anymore. My mom was an alcoholic and she died 5 years ago and it was alcohol related. My grandfather was an alcoholic and he died. That didn't sit well with me." Frank said of his time in treatment, "They gave me a lot of information and we were booked up for 13 or 14 hours a day. There was no sitting around watching TV or eating food. You were scheduled out for an hour, then an hour and a half, all through the day. They really give you a lot of one-on-one time. I read 12 self-help books while I was there. I didn't *** around. I really got into it. I went there to learn and get the most out of it that I possibly could. I had a great time there and I helped other people who were having problems too. It's one of the best things that have happened to me." Frank continued that he goes to meetings twice a week after the stint. The former History Channel star said he would have been sober for a year if it weren't for a relapse. Frank was open about wanting to return to American Pickers after his hiatus, as he said, "I'd still like to get back to my job. I miss my friends and my people, and being on the road and meeting all those different characters." But Mike later revealed that Frank had been fired from the show. He wrote on Instagram, "I have known Frank for as long as I can remember. He's been like a brother to me. The journey that Frank, Donnie, and I started back in 2009, like all of life, has come with its highs and lows, blessings and challenges, but it has also been the most rewarding. The support that you all have given us has been a constant reminder of what the show's message has always been. Through these places, people, and things, we all have a common thread. We're here to not only take care of the past, but also each other. Mike concluded, "I will miss Frank, just like all of you, and I pray for the very best and all good things for him on the next part of his journey." The co-stars have been feuding, as Frank previously told The Sun of their falling out. "I haven't talked to Mike in 2 years. He knew my back was messed up, but he didn't call me up and ask how I was doing. That's just how it is." The show is tilted towards him 1000%. "I can't even bend that far down to show you how much." That's fine. It's like you've got Aerosmith, and there's Steven Tyler, and he's the front man. I found my spot, I'm second, and he's number 1 on the show. That's no problem with me. Maybe he does have a problem. Mike's younger brother Robbie replaced the original cast member. Ratings have struggled since the cast shakeup. Frank was hospitalized for a stroke on July 14 after a friend found him on the floor of his Iowa home. The Sun obtained the 911 call placed by Frank's friend from the star's Iowa farmhouse on July 14, just before 11 a.m. The friend said, "I just showed up at my friend's house here, and he was sprawled out on his floor. He can't speak to me. He might be seizuring sick. I'm not sure." Frank's father, Bill Fritz, exclusively told The Sun that his son is in stable condition. Despite their feud, Mike was the one to inform fans of the medical crisis. Mike captioned an Instagram photo of the reality star soon after the stroke. "I have been very private in the past year in regards to Frank's life and the journey he's been on. There has been lots of opinions in regards to mine and Frank's friendship and the show, but now is not the time to set the record straight. Now is the time to pray for my friend. Frank has suffered a stroke and is in the hospital. Please keep him in your hearts and thoughts. Frank, I pray more than anything that you make it through this okay. I love you, buddy." Fans slammed Mike for being fake, for asking for prayers despite their years-long feud. In an interview with the Quad City Times, an insider revealed that Frank was on the mend, and his health was improving daily. "He would like everyone to know he continues to get better every day and is very determined," the friend told the publication. "He really is getting better every single day," she added. The friend also alluded that Frank was not happy that his medical crisis was released to the public by his former friend. While Frank was not prepared at the time for his condition to be published, he is grateful for all the prayers and well wishes, she concluded. Frank currently lives in his Iowa farmhouse that he bought for $155,000 back on May 14, 2010. The property also has a shed, barn, and warehouse that stores more of his motorcycles.